Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth and I'm here to do a reading vlog. So this is August the 31st, but this is the start of my Eyre of September because tomorrow's the 1st and I'm fixing to start Jane Eyre. And yes, now I won't be reading Jane Eyre all month. I hope I get it done sometime early. But I'm in the process of 4 books once I start Jane Eyre. So let me just show you. This was actually Salt to the Sea by Eyre September was actually supposed to be a buddy read with my friend Chris, who is also hosting Eyre of September with me. I'll link her down below. This is about 4 teenagers and 4 secrets, and it's set during the World War II, and I really can't tell you much more than that. I had read quite a bit of this, but I had to start back over because I couldn't remember any of it. I do know that the 4 teenagers meet up. So one of them is kind of like being the nurse, and one of them is really bad hurt. One of them is Polish, I believe. And so anyway, it's been really good. I'm only now on page 32, so I really couldn't tell you much more than that because, like I said, I don't remember it from before. And it's told from all 4 perspectives. So I know it's going to be good because I've just heard great things about Eyre of September. So that's the first book I'm reading. This book I am physically reading. I'm on page 250. So there's only, and when I start reading this at night, it goes pretty quick. There's only like 464 pages, so I'm almost halfway. I am halfway. Yeah, I am halfway. So this is Karen Joy Fowler's Booth, and this is about the Booth family, John Wilkes Booth's family. Now, it does talk about him, but it focuses on his whole family. And this is like from their childhood on. And it talked a lot about his parents and focused on their life, and then the loss of their babies, some of their kids, and what they went through. And it's told through the narrative of some of the kids. Right now we're in Asia's perspective, which is the youngest girl that's alive at the time. And John is only 17 or 18 at the time that I'm at right now. So it's pretty interesting, and I just love that cover. Little birds and stuff. And you can see, yeah, it's building up. Okay. And so then I started yesterday morning, I started Destination Unknown on my way to school. I'm only on page 10. I am listening to it. You know, so I only got a few pages in. And I'm just going to read the back of this for you. This is my read along with Chantel. I don't know what is on the cover of this. Maybe it may have been up against another book and something was on the back of that. It says, oh, you know what? I think that's the way the cover is supposed to be because it's all over it. Okay, it says, when a number of leading scientists disappear without a trace, concern grows within the international intelligence community. I did know that there was a scientist missing, and they're questioning his wife. And the one woman who appears to hold the key to the mystery is dying from injuries sustained in a plane crash. Meanwhile, in a Casablanca hotel room, Hilary Craven prepares to take her own life. But her suicide attempt is about to be interrupted by a man who will offer her an altogether more thrilling way to die. Did I tell you what this was for? This is my read along with Chantel, her Patreon read along. Okay. And then, of course, I have my beautiful copy of Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. The whole reason I put together a readathon with my friend Chris for this month. If you do not know what Jane Eyre is about, it is about a woman who is Jane Eyre, and it is said to be autobiographical to a certain extent, because it is said that Charlotte Bronte wrote it about herself, and some of the instances about herself. But Jane Eyre goes to school because her aunt does not want to raise her anymore, because she feels that she's a threat to her children. And so she sends her to this school, and Jane proceeds through the school and decides to move on after she has grown, and she teaches for a while at the same school. And so she becomes a governess to a young girl who is the ward of Mr. Rochester, and then she meets said Mr. Rochester, and yeah, I'll stop there. But Jane encounters some very difficult times, and it has some gothic vibes to it. And to me, when I read it when I was 17 years old, no, 15 years old, it was everything I needed at that time. There was some romance in it, but there's some supernatural material in here. I don't know what to call it right now. The words are slipping away from me. And I used that in a paper when I was a senior, along with some Wuthering Heights, because the Brontes used supernatural emphasis in their books and gothic themes, and they also have the biblical references in their books too. Jane is a very wonderful young lady, and I love her so much. And so I am so looking forward to my third read of this book. I read it last year and loved it even more than I did when I was a teenager, and I am sure I'm going to love it even more this year as I share it with some of you all and my friend Chris. So I haven't decided if I'm going to do a live. I don't know if anybody would be interested after I finish reading this or at the end of the month. That's not a choice. Like, you know, I just haven't decided if I'm going to do a live at all. It's certainly open, you know, I could, but you know, details would have to be worked out. But these are my reads for the weekend, and we'll just have to see where I go. I do know I'm going somewhere Monday, and I can film that, and I don't look to go anywhere today or tomorrow. I pretty much stay home Saturday and Sunday. And but who knows? We may go wash the car. I can film that. But I am so excited to share this coming September with you and to be hosting this readathon with my friend Chris. And even if, you know, nobody joins us, I do know a few of you are going to read Jane Eyre with us. And I'm so, so thrilled for that. And I hope you love it as much as we do. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And link us in your videos, posts, whatever you do, just so we can check out what you have to say about it. And yeah, so this won't be up until about Tuesday or Wednesday, but yeah, and stay tuned for the rest of the month, because I plan to vlog the whole month of September. So I'll see you in the next clip. Hello everybody. So it's the next clip, and I am just here to update you a little bit. So I was listening to Destination Unknown a while ago and doing some diamond painting, and I made it to page 56, which is chapter 5. And all that we know so far is that some scientists have been going missing, and Jessup has brought in one of the scientists' wife. So he's brought in Mrs. Betterton's wife, Mrs. Betterton, and has been questioning her about her husband. And she's told him that she doesn't know anything. And then another lady, we met the lady who was in the hotel room trying to kill herself. And the man who offers her a more thrilling way to die. Yes, so I'm interested, you know, it's got me kind of curious. And so then I decided to start in on my Jane Eyre read. I have some notations, I have some tabs. I don't tab when I underline, I tab when I highlight. And I'm not probably highlighting very much when she's a little girl, because I stay so mad. And so that's all I've got. I've only gotten to, she gets to the school. I don't know how familiar you are with the school. I do like when she stands up for herself to her aunt. You know, I'm not a big proponent of defiance, but the way the aunt and the cousins were treating her is just very cruel. And even the servants were cruel, and she would hear them talking about her, and it was just, it's sad. It's just sad. And she even confronts one of the servants before she leaves, Bessie. And so, yes, still loving it. And if you really truly love a book, it does bring out all the emotions for you. And I mean, I just love this book. Anyway, I just wanted to update you on that. And I think I'm going to go back to diamond painting for a little while. I think I might even do it. I don't know if I'll do a whip and chat or not. I need to go back to Granny's video and watch the rest of that and finish diamond painting with her. And speaking of highlighting, a lot of my highlighting, Smitty got a new toy yesterday from Nan. And yeah, a lot of my highlighting comes when she's at Mr. Rochester's house. And I can't, at this point, I can't think of the name. It'll come to me. But when she takes her walks and yeah, just after she's grown, you know. So anyway, until we meet again. Hello, today is Monday, September the 2nd, and I apologize for not updating yesterday. I was a little bit under the weather. I've been having some dizzy spells, and I think it's because of my ear. So, I did get in some reading. I got in some diamond painting. I did a little bit on my monthly painting. I started it, and it is this one. If you don't keep up with my spins, this is the one I spun for. I have it covered up where I've been working on it. And this is all covered with plastic. So I also worked on my cottage a little bit, and I worked on my reflections, which is a Pinson, Chuck Pinson, and that's what I'm about to work on. We have been to Barnes and Noble, and I will show you after I update you on my reading what I got from there, because I spent way too much money. But anyway, so let me start with, I've only read 50 pages of Jane Eyre, and like I said before, I spent the first 50 pages mad because I don't like the aunt and the children, because they're mean to Jane Eyre. And excuse me. Anyway, I haven't read any further, so I will read some more today before I close this vlog out. And I did read a little more on Booth. I am now at Edwin's point of view. I'm on page 271. I've just finished reading Asia's point of view, and Edwin has come back, and he feels like he killed their father. And so he comes in and saves all of them. You know, he has acquired some riches, and he comes in and whisks them all to another city, which is Baltimore, where they have another home, because they are barely making ends meet. And then he lets his two sisters know that he feels like he killed their father. And so there is that. I hope to be finished with this by the end of the week, because I have so many books that I need to be reading for the Jane Eyre readathon, and this one is not one of them. This was an August read. This was actually a mood read. This was I wanted to read it. So I did finish a book. I finished Destination Unknown by Agatha Christie. This was my read along for Chantel's Patreon. This was the September pick. This was amazing. I was stunned, because these are things that could happen now. So there are scientists going missing, and one scientist, I can't think of his name, Tom Betterton goes missing, and a detective, or maybe a police officer, I'm not real sure, it doesn't really say, calls his wife in, and he questions her yet again, and he feels like she's holding something back, so he has her followed. And so she boards this plane, the plane crashes, and so she's in this hospital, and this other woman is in a hotel room and about to take her life, and the police officer, private eye, whatever he is, comes in and says that he can give her a more thrilling way to die. So she infiltrates this place where they've taken all these scientists, and it is more like a brainwashing place. And this it is unbelievable, the things that are going on. And it's like these scientists believe that they can have everything they wish at this place. New equipment, the quietness to work in, and produce these experiments, and it's just, they think it's a utopia, and it's not. So there are things going on. So it is just amazing. 5 stars. I loved it. And the great thing about Agatha Christie books is that they are never very long. This one is only 248 pages. Loved it from start to finish. I started it on the 31st and I finished it last night. So now let me show you what I got. So when I went in, they had some of the 100 best books displayed, and I came back to them. I wanted first to look at the classics, like the Penguin classics that they have, and then they have some of their classics. And I know my hair doesn't look very good. I know my bangs are too long and they need to be trimmed. So there's a book I've been looking at for a while. I know that's loud. I'm trying to get them all out of the bag. One that I've been wanting to get because I've read the other one by the author. So first of all, I went straight to the classics. And I picked up another Wilkie Collins for Victober. And this is the Moonstone because I got The Woman in White. I thrifted it at Books by the Pound. And if you don't know anything about Wilkie Collins and you haven't read The Moonstone, it is this gripping work of Victorian sensation fiction centers on a yellow diamond looted from an Indian temple and believed to bring bad luck to its owner. The very night it is bequeathed to Rachel Verinder on her 18th birthday, the priceless stone is stolen, and when Sergeant Cuff is brought in to investigate the crime, he soon realizes that no one in Rachel's household is above suspicion. The Moonstone is a marvelously taut and intricate tale of mystery in which facts and memory can prove treacherous, and not everyone is as they first appear. And so I'm excited about that. And so the next one I picked up several and then put most of them back. The next one I picked up was the one I've been looking at, and it's supposed to be, I picked up March, and it was on display with some other books. And this is by Geraldine Brooks, and this is supposed to be Little Women told through the eyes of Mr. March. And it says, as the North reels under a series of unexpected defeats during the dark first year of the Civil War, one man leaves behind his family to aid the Union cause. His experiences will utterly change his marriage and challenge his most ardently held beliefs. From Louisa May Alcott's beloved classic Little Women, Geraldine Brooks has taken the character of the absent father, Mr. March, who has gone off to war, leaving his wife and daughters to make do in mean times. From vibrant New England to the sensuous antebellum South, March adds adult resonance to Alcott's optimistic children's novel. A lushly written, wholly original tale, steeped in the details of another time, March secures Geraldine Brooks's place as a renowned author of historical fiction. So I'm planning to reread Little Women in December with Chris, and I want to read this with, after I get through or alongside of it, just to see, and it's a winner of a Pulitzer Prize. So, it may not be for me, but I at least want to give it a try. I've only heard about it from one person, and I don't even remember who that was. So I picked that up. Then I picked up on that table where it was the 100 best books, I picked up The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. Now I read her The Secret History, and I did like it, but this one is supposed to be different. it says, Theo Decker, a 13-year-old New Yorker, miraculously survives an accident that kills his mother. Abandoned by his father, Theo is taken in by a wealthy Park Avenue family. He is bewildered by his strange new home and tormented by his longing for his mother, clings to the one thing that reminds him of her, a small, mysteriously captivating painting that has come into his possession. As an adult, Theo moves easily between the antique store where he works, the drawing rooms of the rich, and the underworld of art. He is alienated, unmoored, and in love, and drawn inexorably by the power of that painting into a narrowing, dangerous circle. So I'm really looking forward to this. I've heard good and bad things about it. I've heard that some people who like this don't like the secret history. Some people who like the secret history don't like this. But, you know, not all tastes are the same. So I'm glad I picked that one up. And I was going to pick up the one about Bob Marley, but I put it back. And, you know, I do want it, but I can't even remember what the name of it is. But I'll have to. I'm going to get it because it's crucial for my teaching, for a certain area of my teaching. And then I picked up this one, Ghosts of Honolulu, and this is a Japanese spy, a Japanese-American spy hunter, and the untold story of Pearl Harbor. And it says, Hawaii, 1941. The islands teem with spies, intelligence agents, and military officials. Toiling in the shadows are Douglas Wada, the only Japanese-American agent in naval intelligence, and Takeo Yoshikawa, a Japanese spy sent to Pearl Harbor to learn everything he can about the U.S. fleet. I gotta take my glasses off. This is some really tiny writing. Douglas has lived in Honolulu all his life. He is Nisi, someone born in the United States as the child of Japanese immigrants. He becomes an undercover newspaper reporter, a wiretap translator, and later the interrogator of America's first captured POW of the Second World War, all while struggling to be able to fight for his country. Takeo has spent the last 3 years learning English and reading every available resource about the United States Navy. He walks onto Honolulu's Pier 8 in March 1941 as a junior diplomat with the invented name as Tadashi Morimura. I'm probably butchering these names, I'm sorry. In reality, he is gathering highly classified information that goes straight to Admiral Yamamoto. Ghosts of Honolulu takes you deep into the remarkable true story of the leading Japanese spy in Hawaii, the American Naval Intelligence Special Agent searching for truth, and the ordinary people caught in crosshairs of a world at war. With compelling storytelling and a meticulous research, authors Mark Harmon and Leon Carroll draw you into a world in which your life depends on who you trust, and one mistake could change the course of history. So this was their monthly pick, and I don't normally get their monthly pick, but I do love history. I mean, obviously, I teach it, but you know, American history is not my forte, but I do love learning about it. Anyway, so this was my little haul, and I'm very happy about it. It was a little more than I wanted to spend, but you know, it is what it is. And so I will update you one more time before I close this vlog out. Maybe I will have read something, maybe I won't have, but I will talk to you then. Okay, I'm back. I know it's just been a few minutes for you, but it was like over an hour for me. But I forgot to update you on book. My husband and I were listening to Bad Luck and Trouble on the way to Barnes & Noble and back. And this is by Lee Child, and this is, he always writes with the same character. and it's Reacher. I know I love me some Reacher, but this is actually what the second season is, and I have not read this. I thought I had, and I have already watched a couple of the shows that have dropped, and I stopped, but we got to page about 146, and what happens is Reacher is ex-military. He was actually an MP when he was in the military, and he had a crew of special forces. There were 8 of them, and he finds out, because Reacher doesn't have a phone, he doesn't have an address, he wanders, he's got a nomadic lifestyle, and he does have an ATM, and into his bank account somebody deposits some money, and it's $1,030. He finds out that it's Negley, one of his team from the past, and they have disbanded, of course, and they're all successful and accept him because he chose his life. You know, this is what he chose, and they've all chosen to do other things. So he contacts Negley and finds out that they're one of their people has been murdered, and they meet up and they can't get a hold of the other 6. He finds out that one has perished in a car crash, so that's leaving 5. So they are trying to contact them, and so they feel that it's just the 2 of them, and so they are on the hunt for the people who did this to their person, and they fear their other teammates. So it's very good, and but all of these books are. So that being said, let me see. I like a close up. Yes, I know. I'm going to mark off read from a book of poetry, and I'm going to another close up. Oh, I was diamond painting with Granny, lazy retired Granny. I'm going to actually read from an Edgar Allan Poe poem, and I think I always do the Raven, but I think I'm going to do Annabelle Lee, and if it's in this. There's also the Telltale Heart. Annabelle Lee is on page 957. Well, this lays open really nice. It's only like a page and part of another one, so I'm gonna try to keep this open. And okay, I'm gonna have to stop playing, and then I'm gonna show you in the book. Okay, so that's where it starts. And then it comes over here, down here. So I'm going to read this, and then I will come back and talk to you about it. Okay, so this isn't a very long poem, and I mean, it's very sad. So it speaks of a love that even, it says they're very young, and it's stronger than people that were far older and far wiser than they. And a wind comes chilling and killing her, and so her kinsmen come and bury her. And it says, the last stanza says, well, the last one says, but our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so all the night tide I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea. That's pretty sad. But I have read my poem for the month, and that's all you got to do. But I am, I think, going to read The Raven, because once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. I'll be back. Okay, I finished that one. I'm going to find a sticker to put on my poetry. I have some Jane Austen stickers. I tried to order some Jane Eyre stickers, but they wanted like $3 or $4 for each one. So, well, that one's really pretty. What are men to rocks and mountains? Most of these are like, they say Jane Austen or Pride and Prejudice or the list of her books or novels. Okay. I have like a whole bunch of them here. I haven't even looked at all of these. I have a cat on a pile of books. Oh, that's pretty. There's that one. She's a 10, but she spends all her money on books. That's me. Books because reality is overrated. Okay. I like that one. Books and then a camera with a map in it. I better not put them on that. Okay, I really need one that's I could use that one. This one says, oh, I like this one. I really like this one. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, but I like this one. It says, I work to support my reading addiction. I guess I can put it like that. Oh, this one has a Jane Austen in it too. I was trying to find something else, you know, just keep calm and read a book. This one says, I'm reading, go away. Oh, that one's really pretty. A lot of them are open books with flowers coming out of them. Okay, I was gonna look at these. These are a different package. And these are all books, you know, open books. These is a stack of books. And most of them are like this. You know, just different colors. This one's pretty. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put the teacup one on there because I like to live, love, and read. All right. Sorry. That one's cute. Read, lead, and succeed. Read good books. I gotta get these back in here. So, what are y'all reading? Are y'all reading Jane Eyre? If you're not, what are you reading? Or if you're reading Jane Eyre, how are you liking it? Have you read your poem for the month? Now would be a great time to read it. It won't take but a few minutes. And you can mark it off. Okay. So I laminated mine and so that I could use it over and over. Well, these are a little harder to get off than you'd think. Actually, I got this idea from my friend Chris. She's the laminating and just putting a sticker on it when you're done with it. But that too. But also getting the poem done today. But since it's Labor Day. Anyway, I'm just going to take this. I hate to cover up my leaves. I'm going to go over just a little bit. Okay. So I just put it there. I could have put like a little circle dot, but anyway. I feel accomplished. So, all right. There's that, and I probably won't close this out until tomorrow, and I will update you then on Jane Eyre and whatever else I read today. Probably Booth, which isn't part of Jane Eyre, but oh well. I will talk to you then. Hello everybody. So I'm here to give you one last update and open a package that I got in the mail today and close out this vlog. And so first I'll give you an update. While James and I went to pick up groceries, we listened to some more of Bad Luck and Trouble by Lee Child, and we got to page 175, 176, and they are meeting with the sheriff's department. If you've watched the show, you know that there's an incident with the cop. So yeah, it is so good, and James, I think he's having a good time with it too. So I'll wait until he's in the car with me to listen to that one. For Booth by Karen Joy Fowler, I read some more in it last night. I made it to page 294. It is back to Rosalie's point of view, and she goes to the graveyard, the cemetery, to visit her father's grave, and goes over to his other wife's grave and sees that it says, she says she decides she will not be praying for this particular soul. And I said, I put down, we must pray for all others, even those who cause us grief. You know, the Bible says we must pray for our enemies. So, you know, anyway, I read some more in Jane Eyre, and I am at the point now that she has met Helen Burns. And that is just such a beautiful friendship. And I just love little Helen and Jane and their little friendship, and it's just so beautiful. And yeah, so I've finished nothing, but as soon as I finish this, and tomorrow I'll be starting a new vlog, and I'll just be updating, and probably won't be going anywhere. I do have one picture that I have included of the sky. One morning as I was driving to work, I got a picture. It was so beautiful. And I think it was actually before I started this vlog, but I just wanted y'all to be able to see that because it's so beautiful. And yeah, so throughout the month, I'll be spinning for my Victober and Antober books. I may play a different game. One of the booktubers that I watch has a game, and she said that I could play it if I just linked her and gave her credit for the game, and of course I would. And so anyway, got a package from Amazon, stuff I ordered, and I think it's actually for Victober because that's what I've been ordering for. And I finally got my Diamond Art Club shipped, finally. It's just for you? You gonna get up here and see the peoples? Oh, no, 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 no. You got to see the peoples. I got my, yeah. The people got to see that Smitty. Okay. Okay, anything in there? It's just, you want this? Okay, go show Dad. Go show Daddy. Oh, Dad, him got something. Okay, so I ordered Adam Beatty by George Eliot. And that's all. If you stuck with me, I appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed this little vlog as much as I did making it. And if you did enjoy it, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me and you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time.